Welcome back to The Express at Champion Cheerleading in South Surrey. So much girl power on today's show. Here, of course, and with this next sport that's as much about putting on a show as it is about the athletics. Just ask Scandal and Diva and the rest of the daring women of the Fraser Valley Roller Derby.
It's a sport with elements of speed skating, hockey, a bit of boxing, and some costume drama.
Let's hear ya!
What I love best about roller derby is it really is a group of women for skaters, by skaters. It's empowering. It's a good role model to say that we, break those stereotypes about what people think women have to be.
It's scary. It's exciting. It's a lot of different emotions. There's a lot of, fear, excitement, adrenaline.
It's pretty adrenaline-filled. For me, there's no scary in the whole derby aspect. I love it. It's totally exhilarating out there.
Lap is now in a scoring position.
The idea in roller derby is for each team to get their jammer to skate all the way around the track and through the other team's blockers, which earns them a point.
The object of the blockers is to ensure that that opposing jammer does not get through that pack. And that's where the hits, the whips, the blocking, the going all the way across the track, that's where that happens. At the end of the game, whoever has the most points wins.
But it's not just about the competition.
In your day-to-day life, you can't exactly put on a short skirt and fishnets and skate around and hit people. So it's part of acting out that alter ego.
The alter ego is one of the biggest draws for roller derby. You have to be who you are during the day, but you get to be whoever you want to be when you come to roller derby.
Death Trap Diva's got her lined up.
Death Trap Diva is a stay-at-home mother of 5 who was given her alter ego early in her roller derby career.
I had the diva side. I'm a little bit of a princess with certain things, like just in my everyday life. So. And then the death trap part came from one of my teammates, actually, because it's really hard to get past. And she's like, "You're like a death trap out there." I'm like, "Sweet, love it."
And the fans love it too.
I think the audience loves the hitting. That's always fun to see. And the girls are pretty cute too. We have, our fun outfits. That makes it part of the draw to bring in the people that watch the game.
And if you want to get off the bleachers and join in, you're more than welcome, even if you think you may not be tough enough.
There's a position for every type of personality, and sometimes people who don't think they're aggressive turn out to be a little bit more aggressive when they throw on some skates and pads.
Definitely would recommend roller derby. It is for all shapes, all sizes, all skill level. Like, you don't have to have any skill. We train you from the very get-go.
You get to have an alter ego, you get to do some hitting, you get to play a sport, and it's just so much fun.
In Abbotsford, I'm Kendall Harris for The Express.
Go to rainvalleyvixens.com to find out about joining the team and to find out how you can cheer them on at their next game. It's the Battle for Boobs. It's May 29th, and it's a fundraiser for the BC Cancer Foundation. Now, up next on The Express, we have another unconventional sport, but this time with some unexpected participants at the Poco Hunting and Fishing Club.
Chantel Watson has been an archer since she was 13.
A young lady, I competed, and I did take a break to raise a family.
She now has 5 kids, and they're all archers. Her 16-year-old daughter Monique comes with her here to the Port Coquitlam Hunting and Fishing Club.
It's nice because it's time that we get to spend, not just as mother and daughter, but as a family as well. It's a good sport. It teaches them patience at the same time. It's very beneficial to them as a sport, and it's something that can be done all year round. And I loved it as a kid.
I love the whole environment, seeing everyone and all the people, because you've been brought up with the same archers, and it's not a sport that a lot of people leave. You stick with it your whole life, and I really like the physical activity. It's a lot more demanding than other people would think.
Long ago, archery was commonly used for hunting and combat. But here, this all-female club is united through the sport of archery, and yes, it is a sport.
In a normal tournament, it's 144 arrows. You have walked 9.5 kilometers by the end of the day, and you have pulled the equivalent of 2 tons of weight on your hands. So yeah, I think it constitutes as a sport. We've seen a real resurgence of girls coming into the sport, probably in the last 5 or 6 years. Now we can walk in here and there are so many of them, and they're so enthusiastic for the sport.
My favorite part would probably be when the satisfaction you feel when you hit your goal. It feels good.
Young archers like Kathleen and Monique say it helps to come to the club and get advice from the veterans.
Well, between like the younger archers and the older archers, it's really nice because the older archers, they'll let us kids shoot first, and then they'll be standing there watching us, and if they see us do something horrible, they'll definitely come up and make sure you know it.
The kids seem to have a really good rapport with one another. There's any number of adults that are there, so it builds relationships between adults and children, and it's that sense of community that they belong to something.
For Monique and Chantal, it's more than just a sport.
She's brought home several silvers in many different competitions and several first place, second, third, but I've always told her it doesn't matter what you place. It's did you do your best and did you have fun?
It's different. It's cool because you get the whole family, like my brothers and everyone, we're all in it. So it's like something you can do together. I'm very passionate about it. It's a sport that I want to stick with the rest of my life. It's something, the personal struggle, and you get to be with others.
I hope it gives her the joy it gave me.
In Coquitlam, I'm Melanie Pineday for The Express.
On Thursday nights, both experts and beginners are invited to the Port Coquitlam Hunting and Fishing Club to try out their crossbow archery skills. You can find out more at the website. And stay with us because we're going to talk about the skills of smiling and swacking up next. Coming up, champion cheerleaders in South Surrey.
Actually, it was very exciting when we were performing, and it was just a lot of fun.
Tennis is a perfect sport for me because I'm in control of what happens.
New Westminster's international tennis team. The Express. This is your local voice.
Hey, Lindsay.
Hey.
Have you got any Post-its?
Yeah, sure.
Hey, do you want to go out sometime? Hey.
Welcome back to The Express at Champion Cheerleading in South Surrey. Truly the champs of Champion Cheerleading. How did it feel to win the Sea to Sky competition last April?
Oh, it was so exciting because a lot of us, it's just our first year and it's only our second competition.
Ladies and gentlemen, introducing Champion Juniors.
So then when we heard that we won, it was really exciting. Everyone was just so excited.
Definitely there's some pressure out there. You have to really smile a certain way. You have a great smile. So tell us, did you have to practice that?
Well, yes, I guess I had to practice a lot.
Did you?
Yeah.
Is there a trick to smiling like a perfect cheerleader?
No, not really. It's just smile and you'll look good. Actually, it was very exciting when we were performing, and it was just a lot of fun.
Go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
What's your favorite part about cheerleading?
Meeting new friends and just everything about it is so fun.
You're thrown right up in the air. You're like at the top of that pyramid. Do you ever get scared?
No, not really. Height-wise, it's a little, oh my God, I'm that high up.
Yeah.
But other than that, no.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
What's the thing that you should tell everyone so they know how to be champion cheerleaders?
Just have fun and dance and do your best.
Cheerleading competition season starts in again next January, but of course classes run all year long here at Peace Arch Champion Cheerleading. Now up next we have another super popular sport both to play and to watch, and we're hearing from one New Westminster tennis superstar about the sacrifices it takes to try to go pro and the rewards.
It wasn't an easy decision, especially because she was good enough to turn pro this year.
I want to go to college first, so I moved back here so I could finish school on time.
She left school in grade 10 to compete on the junior circuit, was the national champion by 15, and has already competed in 8 pro tournaments.
It was an amazing experience. You know, I met people that I know I'm going to be friends with, you know, for years to come. But even more so, the life experiences that I went through there. You know, I traveled to over 25 countries there, like 4 continents, and it was just really amazing stuff that I would never learn if I stayed here.
And forget about the stereotypes and the posh country club upbringing. Christina learned the sport slugging it out on the public courts of New West. She was only 8.
My parents picked up tennis later on in their life, and basically they found a racket on the public courts, and my dad handed it to me, and I pretty much never stopped since then. In all aspects of my life, I'm a pretty individual person. Even in school, I like to do projects by myself rather than in a group. So tennis is a perfect sport for me because I'm in control of what happens.
There's a bunch of things that make her good. I mean, one is determination. You know, she wants to be there and she fights well. I think the other thing that's very important to her is technically she's very sound.
There have definitely been a lot of sacrifices that I have made, but I can't say that I regret any of them because there was so much more reward on the other side. I moved away from my family and I lived away from them for 2 years on the other side of the country, so that was a big thing for me. It was very hard at first. It really has made me grow as a person. I had to mature a lot quicker than I would have if I just stayed in the classroom and didn't play tennis.
You learned certain skills, life skills, you know, to depend on yourself, to really be able to motivate yourself. There's no coach out there helping you from the sideline.
Now those skills are helping her finish grades 11 and 12 in only 9 months.
On the court I go point by point. Here I'm going assignment by assignment. I'm looking that in the next hour I want to do these set of questions.
But there's still tennis to be played, and Christina, after all, isn't ruling out a professional career. And at the moment, she's in need of a warm-up. And even though I thought I could keep up...
Let her rip, Christina. No pace, no mercy.
Turns out I should just stick to reporting. In Vancouver, I'm Peter Kim for The Express.
Good news for Christina. She recently signed for a full scholarship to the University of Kentucky, one of the top athletic schools in the U.S. And of course, if you want to find out more about tennis, you can go to tennisbc.org. Today's Express is all about spring sports and the benefits of having an active lifestyle. And that's what we're focused on with today's Express Spotlight. This year marks the 21st anniversary of the North Shore Spring Triathlon. This year's race features a spectator-friendly course where everyone's welcome. Kids 7 to 15 and adults can participate. On Sunday, May 30th at Vancouver's Langara Park, you can join together with 17 other Canadian cities in the fight against arthritis. The West Coast Motorcycle Ride to Live raises funds and awareness to support prostate cancer research in BC. After the ride, enjoy a free barbecue lunch and lots of prizes. And that's it for today's Express from Champion Cheerleading in South Surrey. I'm Johanna Warden. On behalf of all of us on the show, thank you so much for watching our Spring Sports Special. We want to leave you with a look at the Gyro de Burnaby. Now, it was recently announced that it's been postponed until 2011, but there's still lots of fun action happening at BC Super Week this summer in Delta and White Rock. So here's a look.